Welcome back to my channel at The Movie Optimist, where I try and find the silver linings in even the worst of films. I want to talk very briefly about the fact that I absolutely, wholeheartedly loved Wonder Man. This was such a refreshing change of pace from Marvel. Holy shit. This movie, I heard, was almost gonna get the Batgirl treatment, where they were just gonna scrap it all together and take the tax write-off, but Daniel Destin Cretton, the director, who also did Shang-Chi, fought really hard to get this movie out there for the world to see, and I am so happy he did, because it is my favorite Disney Plus project from Marvel they have ever done. It's one of my favorite Marvel projects they've ever done. I know a lot of people did not find it entertaining because it was pretty much devoid of action. It's not your typical Marvel movie or Marvel show, but it was for that reason that I found it really refreshing. This show isn't about a superhero fighting bad guys. This show is about a guy that's inside of the MCU universe. He lives in that world and he has a superpower, but he doesn't want the world to know it. So he hides it because he wants to be an actor, and in this MCU world, there is a law that if you are a superpowered individual, you cannot be an actor because something happened years prior to him ever wanting to be an actor that cost someone their life due to a superhero person being on set as an actor. So the whole movie, he's trying to get the role of the character Wonder Man, which is a remake of a movie he saw as a young boy with his father, so it means a lot to him. So he's fighting really hard to get this role, but he's also trying to hide the fact that he has this power in him, this like kinetic energy that gets unleashed when he gets really mad. So the movie is like him trying to find a way to kind of like control himself and also be the best part for this role so that the director hires him. And side by side with that, he also has this incredible relationship with the guy that played the Mandarin in Iron Man 3. I'm drawing a blank on his name. He is a phenomenal actor. I know you're all probably screaming at the monitor because I can't remember it. It is what it is, but their chemistry in this show is what makes it, because essentially that guy plays an older actor that our main character, Simon Williams, winds up running into, and they become friends, and the older actor that I'm drawing the blank of his name winds up helping him prepare for the role and get ready, and they just have such a great romance that you don't really see a lot of movies. You saw it a little bit in Falcon and Winter Soldier between Bucky and Sam, but they were kind of at odds. We're here between Simon and his friend that I continue to draw a blank on his name. Why? It's such a warm kind of friendship where they're just so supportive of each other. And again, the show's not about Simon going after bad guys. It's literally all about him just wanting to get this role that means so much to him. And I understand why a lot of kids wouldn't like this show. They would find it boring, but I am a cinematographer myself. I actually just made my first feature-length film that's going to theaters in independent cinemas, and I love the inner workings of making movies. I love the behind the scenes. I love seeing movies that glorify making movies. Movies like Hail Caesar by the Coen brothers, or The Fall Guy with Ryan Gosling. Anytime it's a movie about making a movie or a show about making a show, I tend to gravitate towards it because I love watching how movies and TV shows get made. So you already had a recipe for success with me. It's a Marvel show. I love Marvel. It's a show about making movies. I love that. And it's with a great character with a really great bromance in it that's kind of irresistible, and it's one of those friendships that everybody, I feel like, longs for, to have somebody that's so supportive and helps you out in all of your times of need. That just makes the show so special to me. And there is a fight scene or two in it. About halfway through, there's a fight scene in an alley between Simon and a bunch of bad guys, and then there's a scene that he has play out in his head as almost like a dream sequence where there's something very violent that happens that I thought was really fun. But I was never looking for it. I never felt like I needed a fight scene in there for it to be exciting, because they did a good job at getting me to root for him wanting to get this role, because I was also once a little boy that really badly wanted to grow up and make movies. So I know what it's like to be this little kid that grows up and you're still chasing your dreams even though everyone tells you it's a crazy dream, and you just stop at nothing to try and achieve that. And that spoke to the inner child in me. So I wound up really loving this show. It's not only my favorite Disney Plus Marvel show, it's probably in my top 10 favorite things that Marvel's ever done. All in all, I give this show a 9 out of 10. It is so near close to perfect. The only reason why I can't get it there is because I felt like we rushed through a little bit of it towards the end, specifically the last episode, and I don't know if we're ever going to get a season 2, and the show kind of leaves you on a little bit of a cliffhanger that left a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth. It's a sweet ending. I love what happened, but it's like, how are you going to leave me on that forever and then not give me anything else? Like, I need to know where it goes from there. What's the next movie that Simon Williams is going to make? Is his friend going to be okay after the events of what happened in the final moments of the last episode? I need answers. But that being said, what did you guys think? Did you like Wonder Man? Did you think it was as good as I did, or did you think it was boring because it didn't have any superhero action in it? Let's talk about it in the comments down below, and as always, guys, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and I'll catch you next time.